Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danielle. Let's talk about books. So today I'm here to talk about some November new releases that I'm really excited about, as well as the November books that I'm putting on my TBR for this month. I have quite a few books to talk about, so I guess we're just going to get into it. So the first book that I want to talk about today is Hoarded by the Dragon by Lillian Lark. It comes out on November 3rd, and I'm super excited about this. Hoarded by the Dragon is a monster romance. It's part of Lillian's Monstrous Matches series, which I think is also known as like the Bathhouse series. In these books, some of the monsters that we've gotten are a kraken, we've gotten gargoyles, there's a werewolf, a basilisk, and a lake monster. I'm excited to add a dragon to the mix. Also, I do have to say this cover is gorgeous. Lillian actually painted it herself. She has something up on her site where you can watch her paint it as she talks about her process for the whole thing. In this book, the main character is a thief who breaks into a dragon's hoard and ends up pregnant with his baby. I know there are quite a few trigger warnings pertaining to pregnancy for this one, so if that is something that bothers you, please look that up before reading. The next book that I'm really excited for is Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros, which comes out on November 7th. I feel like everybody knows about this one. I really don't want to spoil anything, so all I'm going to say is read Fourth Wing, please. It is my favorite book for the year, and I have a feeling it's going to be yours too. So all I'm going to say about this one is it's set at a war college where our main character is sent to become a dragon rider. She meets a mysterious boy, makes some friends, and things go from there. So right now I have 2 copies of it pre-ordered. I have one from Waterstones in the UK, and then I have one pre-ordered from Fairy Loot. I'm probably not going to get either of them on release day, so I think I'm going to have to go out and just buy a copy of the US one with the black sprayed pages. Or I could pre-order it. I'm just not sure where the cheapest place to pre-order it is yet, so I'm going to have to look into that. So the next book is Hunt on Dark Waters by Katee Robert. It comes out on November 7th as well. This is the start of a new series for Katee called Crimson Sails. I know there's witches and pirates and portals to other realms. I'm really excited. I haven't read the synopsis. I don't want to be spoiled for anything. You'll learn to notice that about me. I tend not to fully read synopses because I don't want to be spoiled for anything. The only thing I'm wary about this book is I tend not to like romances set at sea or on boats. So I'm just crossing my fingers that because it's Katee Robert, I'm going to love it anyway. So the next book I'm going to talk about, which is also out on November 7th, is going to be Bookshops and Bonedust by Travis Baldree. This is the prequel for Legends and Lattes. In this, we follow Viv, who's an orc, while she's adventuring, but something goes wrong and she ends up injured and is sent to a seaside town to recover. In the seaside town, she finds a bookshop where she spends most of her time. I mean, isn't that what we all want? I would love to spend all of my free time in a bookshop. But that lays the seeds for her opening her coffee shop in Legends and Lattes. I'm excited to see what she gets up to in this story. This is a cozy, low-stakes fantasy, which is a genre that's becoming pretty popular lately, and I'm really enjoying it. Again, also on the 7th, we have Home for the Holidays by Lee Jacquot. So this is the next novella in Lee's Holy Night series, which is a spicy novella series set around the holidays. There's not much out about this one right now, so I really can't go into the summary, but some of the other ones that have been out are Christmas, we have Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Labor Day. I just read the Halloween one this month, which I really enjoyed, and I'm excited to see what she comes out with next. And then the last book coming out on November 7th is Check and Mate by Hazelwood. This is Allie's YA debut, and I am excited for it. I haven't been picking up YA romances lately, but because it's Allie, I'll definitely pick this one up. So all I know about this one is it's about Mallory, who used to play chess, who actually doesn't anymore. She's sworn off of it. Something happened in her family, and she doesn't want to play anymore. She does begrudgingly agree to play one last charity chess tournament, though, where she ends up beating Nolan, who's the world champion, and confusing everyone. I'm not really sure where it goes from there, but I'll definitely be picking it up. Maybe not right away, but I will be picking it up. The next book on the list is The Bone Collector by Onley James, which comes out on November 11th. Only James writes serial killer romances. I've read her Necessary Evil series, which is a series about a bunch of boys who are adopted, and each of them is a psychopath, and they end up killing for different reasons. Each of them finds their HEA in their book. They are all male-male romances, which I thought was really interesting, and I really loved them. So this one is going to be a male-male romance as well, and I'm really excited. All I really know about it, though, is that it is an action-packed, smoking hot, age gap romance with an HEA and no cliffhangers. That's really good because I hate a cliffhanger ending. It features a rule-following assassin turned reluctant teacher of psychopaths and an adorable, off-limits, fumbling student who just can't seem to stay away from each other. Prepare yourself for gratuitous violence, very dark humor, more blood than an 80s horror movie, and enough heat to fog up a window factory. And then the last book in the new releases portion of this is going to be Do Your Worst by Rosie Danan, which comes out on November 14th. So this is another book that I just heard about before filming this video. So what I get from the summary is that Riley is a occult expert and disgraced archaeologist who has a knack for the supernatural, who's sent to break a curse on an infamous Scottish castle. When she gets there, though, she meets Clark, who is fresh off a professional scandal and does not want her there and tries to get her fired. But I guess that doesn't go the way Clark wants it, and they end up in even closer proximity with nothing to do but fool around, and I'm really excited for this steamy romance. Let me know if I missed any November new releases that you're really excited for. But next up, we're going to start with my November TBR. So the first book that I'll be picking up for my TBR this month is going to be One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. I'm really excited to have this edition. This is the Fairy Loot edition, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Again, like most of the books on here, I'm trying to avoid all spoilers for this, so I haven't read the summary, and I've avoided almost all of the reviews that I've seen of this because I really have a feeling that I'm going to love it. An ancient mercurial spirit is trapped inside Elspeth Spindle's head. She calls him the Nightmare. He protects her, he keeps her secrets, but nothing comes for free, especially magic. One Dark Window is Rachel Gillig's stunning debut novel, a gothic fantasy romance about a maiden who must unleash the monster within to save her kingdom. That just sounds really good, and I'm really excited to pick this one up this month. The next book that I hope to pick up this month is going to be Foxglove by Adalyn Grace. This is the sequel to Belladonna, which Fairy Loot did in one of their boxes last year. This is also the Fairy Loot edition, and I'm really excited to own it. So I'm excited to see more from Signa and Death, but I guess in this book we get Fate as well, who is Death's brother. He's taken up residence in a nearby estate to where Death and Signa are, and he's determined to have Signa for himself no matter the cost, since Death took the life of the woman he loved. And then there's murder and mystery and danger around every corner. I'm excited to see how this is going to end up. And then the third book on my TBR for this month is going to be You Again by Kate Goldbeck. I was actually really drawn to this book because of the cover. Fall is my favorite season, and this cover just screams fall to me. I really want to read it before the season is over, so I figured November is my last chance before we get some snow. So here we go. In this one, we have Ari and Josh, who hate each other instantly. I guess Ari is a struggling comedian and Josh is a New Yorker who has ambitious plans to take over the culinary world. They have absolutely nothing in common except that they're sleeping with the same woman. Oops. But years later and a chance meeting, they end up having a surprising connection. They start out as friends without benefits, but due to some late night Netflix binges and swiping through each other's online dating profiles, one night the unspoken boundaries of their platonic relationship begin to blur. This one sounds really good and I'm excited to pick it up. So the next book that I want to pick up is going to be Starling House by Alix E. Harrow. I haven't read anything from them before, but I am excited to pick up this gothic fantasy. So in this we have Opal, who is just trying to find a better life for her younger brother Jasper. I guess in the town that they live in, though, there is a creepy old house from a reclusive 19th century author who has disappeared, and everybody avoids the house, but Opal is obsessed with the book The Underland that the author had written, so when she gets the chance to step inside Starling House, she can't resist. But sinister forces are digging deeper into the buried secrets of Starling House, and Opal realizes that she might have found a reason to stick around. This just sounds really creepy, and I feel like November is a good time for creepy gothic fantasies. And then last, but definitely not least, I'm really excited about The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. I read Spells for Forgetting last year and I really enjoyed it. It had a really creepy setting for this time of year, and I'm hoping that this one has the same. In this, a woman risks everything to end her family's centuries-old curse, solve her mother's disappearance, and find love. So this is set in the small town of Jasper, North Carolina, where the Farrow women are known for their flower farming and for their mysterious curse that has plagued their family line. So June, who's our main character, has been seeing and hearing things that aren't there. She ends up seeing a door, which she thinks is a hallucination at first, but then she realizes that she can touch it and walk through the threshold. So when she does that, she embarks on a journey that will not only change both the past and the future, but also uncover the lingering mysteries of her small town and entangle her heart in an epic star-crossed love. I'm really excited about this one. I can't wait to read more from Adrienne Young. So that's it for all the new November releases that I'm really excited for and my physical TBR. If you have anything that you're super excited for coming out this month, please let me know down below in the comments. Like and subscribe, and I hope you come back next time. Bye!